When we last left off, you guys were continuing on your trip towards Castle Firebrand. Uh, you at one point ran smack into a T-Rex. Thankfully, you managed to scare it off, basically intimidating it and poking out an eye, and it has gone running away. Sometime after that, in the middle of the night, Flex introduced himself to a goblin hunting party and actually told them that you guys were headed for the ruins and looking for treasure. So who knows what will come of that. Uh,
I
as
love Flex.
as a new night
Hey, new friends.
begins to
Here's
fall,
all of our plans.
you made your way to the outskirts of the ruins of Castle Firebrand, and discovered most unpleasantly that there are assassin vines in the area that you've now stumbled into. Now take us to the top of the order and Cotton, who's currently held in the grips of one of the...
No, I am not.
Oh, that's right. Sorry,
Oh, boy.
you managed to wiggle your way
Because-
free of that one.
Because my plan at the end of the last game was going to be to run away, and I couldn't do that if I was being held. So I know I was not being held.
All right.
And I am going to run. Nope. I want to do the ruler real quick.
You're disengaging and dashing.
Yeah. So my move speed is 25. So I can get to 50 with 2 moves.
Yep.
Okay. I moved.
All right. That vine flashes around, and there doesn't appear to be anyone quite within range of it, and it can't move thanks to the gate it's kind of curled up around. So Cotton did a smart thing.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on, opening up a sheet.
Roger.
Yeah, Roger's up. All right. All right, yeah, she can get up there. So the one lizard folk that's currently in the form of a crocodile comes waddling up and goes in for a bite attack on the particular plant. That's good. But why is she not automatically rolling damage? Come on, where are you? Here it is. There we go. Takes 8 points of damage against this thing. And she is now grappling it. Which means it is focused on her. Tonka! You're up.
Let's see. I don't think I have anything that's really that ranged. I could inspire Raja. Maybe, if I'm not too far away.
I don't think you're too far away. You're also, if the other vine moves, it could easily attack you.
Okay, I think I could do vicious mockery, but not the hideous laughter. I wasn't sure what a plant would do if it was laughing anyway, so I don't know.
Does vicious mockery require it to hear you and understand?
Oh,
you?
yeah. whispers.
'Cause I think
Yeah,
I think
that's
it
why
has
I
an
couldn't do
intelligence
dissonant
cap.
whispers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, I think basically all I could do then is move away.
That's as far as you want to go?
Let me see. I'd have to measure what. Let's see. I think I was like there,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, you're there. So you can do 30 for movement and then another 30 for action. So you can move up to 60 feet.
Whoops. Okay. Well, I don't know. Hopefully I'm out of the way, I guess.
All right. Sell me.
Okay, first I want to use my movement action to move back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Then I'm gonna magic missile that bug at
Which
second
one?
level if I have a spell slot available.
Which one?
The one that kept grabbing me, the one all the way on the right.
Okay.
2, 3, 4.
All right.
And then I'll take away a spell slot.
14.
And does anybody? Oh wait, I can heal with a bonus action. Healing word on who's the worst?
I know I'm pretty bad. I
Isn't
think
Blank unconscious?
Blake's the worst, but I think you might be too far away. Yeah,
60 feet.
because he's 90 feet away from you.
Oh dang. Okay, who's the worst in range?
Cotton. Or you. Hard to tell.
I have 9. What do you have, Cotton?
bring it up. I have 5.
Okay, I'm a healing word to you. And I guess I'll cast it at second level.
Thank you. I get 5.
I only have one more second level slot left.
Do I get 5 back?
If that's what it says, hold on.
You get 8 back, actually.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait. You can't higher level cast after you've already magic missiled. So it can only be 5.
Okay.
Even if it,
Wait. Oh,
even if it's a
hold on
bonus action?
Hold on a second. Sorry, you can't Sorry, you can't cast healing word after you've cast magic missile. My bad. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
You have to have a specific feat to be able to cast 2 spells in a round, even if one of
Yeah.
them is a bonus
oh,
action.
I see. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
Then-
basically, it would have to be the other one would have to.
I will inspire him.
I am inspired.
Even though I can't heal you, you can do the thing. There you go, inspired.
All right. The assassin vine doesn't detect anybody within range and goes inert, becoming invisible with its surroundings.
What? They're
not-
invisible now?
It's not moving, and it's now blended
One of them
in
is.
with the backdrop, meaning that you'd have to actually step upon it again for it to become active.
I don't like this.
Yeah, me either.
All right. This
I said we
assassin
go back outside.
begins to attack your friend, your companion Raja, and I believe misses her. Blank, death saving throw, please.
Say what?
Death
I
saving
heard
throw.
my blame. Okay, I heard my name, and then the thing decided to not speak. Okay, death saving throw.
Please.
Where? There you go. Okay. There. Ooh, nope.
Ooh, it's a fail.
This may not be good.
Nolan comes charging in. And he smacks with his Morning Star. Chopping away at that branch. Flex. You see a little bit of blood leaking out of the beak of your best friend. What do you do?
No. I'm in rage, right? Did I rage and do something?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
raging,
you're in
but you
rage.
can't cast spells right now.
Yes. Does it take an action to come out of rage?
No, you just released the rage, and you've now lost one of your rages for the day.
Okay, real quick, does he remember the health potion thing?
I think he would, yeah.
Okay, then why don't I just I'll feed Blank health potion.
Okay, so Blank immediately gets back one HP, and is therefore
Yeah.
his death saves reset. Yay!
Yay!
And
Yay, best
he's being cradled by his best friend.
I reach up and tenderly stroke Flex's face, then do that thing where it's I got your nose.
I'm glad you're feeling better, best friend. But I need you to stay here because you don't feel better. Because I have to go hit the plants. So I have to go do some pruning. So stay here, and I put him gently on the ground. And then I go run back and back. Well, how far away? Can I do another attack? Was the feeding him a potion?
The feeding the potion sadly is an action.
Okay, then I'm just gonna wait where I am.
Okay.
Right. Well, no, I have a bonus action dash. Yeah, I'll wait where I am at the moment. I'll do. I just have one potion, right?
Yeah, it's whatever's in your inventory.
Okay, then yeah, I put him gently on the ground and I ready myself to run back the way I came.
Bubbles.
Yeah. If it's invisible, and am I still casting Bane on it?
It's blended in. Basically, another way of putting it, it's blended in with the rest of the plants and is essentially inert at this point.
Okay. Just checking.
It's one of 3 targets of Bane, so it's still baned.
Okay.
But Bane
I was just
is
wondering,
not Hunter's Mark, so it won't reveal its location.
Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna shoot the one on the gate,
Okay.
and badly. I'm
Sadly,
really
that
bad at
misses.
this. Yeah. Yeah, Bubble sucks at shooting. And then I'm also gonna cast Healing Word on Cotton.
All right.
Um,
Bonus action healing word. 6 points of health, Cotton.
Yay! Thank you, Bubbles.
you're welcome.
And now it's your turn, Cotton.
Okay, I'm gonna attack with my short bow.
Which one are you attacking?
The one that had me, the one in the middle, the one with
The one on the gate. All right. You can see it stripping off leaves and everything else, and maybe a little bit of sap falling out of it.
Okay, I'm good.
All right, and it's flailing around. It is still noticeable because of the way it's entangled with the gate. It can't quite go inert, and it's being attacked, so it is stuck where it is. Raja is going to. That's not Nolan. Raja is going to chomp down on the other one again. She's just chewing on it, keeping it restrained, which is good for her brother and anyone else who wants to attack it. Tonka, it is your turn.
Okay, let's see. I still don't have any ranged attacks because, yeah. Does anyone need healing, I guess?
Are you asking that in character?
Yeah.
Blank lets out. Blank raises his hand and kind of waves it back and forth shakily.
Because Blank, I don't know, Blank is too far away.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Blake is on the other side of the battlefield at this point, and I think the minimum range is 60 feet.
I could get closer as long as they don't attack me while I do that.
And you already know that they have a range of 20 feet, and unfortunately, it'll be difficult to get to Blank anytime soon without cutting through the areas where the vines are.
Cotton could still use some more health, and I think what?
That seed from the mummy is now applicable.
Well, my speed is
Wrong side of the river.
also my speed is 40, so if I double moved, I could move all the way over there to where. So it depends on who needs health more, I guess.
That's
Well,
a good
Blank is
point.
at 1.
Blink, yeah,
Can
Blink
you
needs
take an
a-
attack of opportunity though? 2 of them?
That's a good point. Maybe not. If you can run fast enough, you might be able to get past them.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
not.
one
I
of
would-
them's grappled, so he can't do an attack of opportunity,
Yeah.
right?
So if I like,
One just can't
I-
move, the other one's grappled.
Did someone
can't
just drop
necessarily
out?
move that way, so I would have to just try it, I guess.
Yeah,
See what
somebody's
happens.
missing. Zach's missing.
Oh,
Our little birdie friend.
Connection issue.
oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh yeah, you double moved. If you have healing word, since it's a bonus, you can still do it.
I double moved, but I'm not sure. Let's see. I know I have cure wounds. Let me see if I have.
Yeah, Cure Wounds you'd be able to use because it is a bonus action spell.
Oh.
Any other spell you wouldn't be able to use.
I thought you meant healing word is a bonus action. Isn't cure wounds an actual action?
Cure Wounds
'Cause
is an
it's more
action. Is
powerful?
an action. Curing.
Yeah, yeah.
Healing Word is a bonus action.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so I think I only have cure wounds. So I might have to wait, but at least I like got over there.
All right. So let's see. Selmy, you are up. Unless you had something else that you could do, Tonka.
Oh, whoops. I accidentally clicked on the spell, but no, like I think I have to wait because I only have cure wounds.
Okay. So that is on you. That is you, Selmy.
You back, Zach?
I'm back.
Okay. I'm gonna magic missile the one that is. Wait, let me make sure I can do that. Yeah, I'm gonna magic missile that one.
All right. Welcome back, Zach.
9.
Yay.
And I hit it for 9.
All right. It is grappled, flailing. It has disadvantage minus a d4 on its next roll. So that's a 9, 9 less anyway, and it still can't strike Raja.
Yay! I
Blank.
contributed, even though I can't shoot the far side of the broadside of a barn.
Well, you can't hit the broadside of a barn, or I was gonna say the barn side of a broad.
Yeah, yeah. No, that went all to hell. But the point is, I contributed because of Bane.
If we put the broad in the barn, though.
Yeah, I still won't be able to hit her. It just doesn't feel right. Something got it.
Blank.
All right.
Is it?
I am going
Yay.
to down my potion of 1 healing and
Yay.
get up to
Really?
2.
Hey,
Alright,
it puts him back in the game.
and because it's
But
your
he's
potion,
already.
because it's your
Yeah, I
potion,
mean,
it's only a bonus action.
Wait, what?
Uh, if somebody else is administering a potion to you, they're using a full action to do it because all sorts of stuff in
Oh,
managing to give
yeah.
somebody else a potion. However,
Mhm.
if you take a potion on your own volition, it is only a bonus action. You still
All
have a
right.
full action and a movement.
And then I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself because didn't realize I had that. And I'm going to do that at. Do I have level 3 spells at this point? I can't remember if I do or don't.
You should be able to see what spell slots you have.
I have level 2
Level
spells.
2.
Okay. Yeah. It doesn't tell me in the table where you choose it. It lists all the levels. I'm going to do that at level 2. And get back 9 health.
Excellent.
I'm going to just mark down that one. And then I am at 11 health now. I am marginally less woozy, but I'm still staying out of the fight for now because that's. And I'm also going to use my move action to get back on my feet in case
All
running
right.
is needed.
Nolan, meanwhile, anything else you need to do, Zach?
That is all I think I can do.
Nolan, meanwhile, it has advantage thanks to the restrain. And is now attacking with his Morningstar again. 16 and 17, both of those hit. 13 damage. Flex. Queen?
Queen, you're muted.
Yeah, Beth, you're muted.
No, I'm here. Okay, he's just gonna run forward to the thing and attack.
All right.
The thing that can grab you?
Yeah, I have resistance to a bunch of shit.
Only if you're raging.
I am raging.
No, you lost rage.
No, because remember I gave him the potion. I didn't cast the spell.
Except that you didn't attack anything that turn, which means you automatically lose rage.
Well, then why didn't I just cast the spell? Fuck it, I'm just casting the spell then.
I was wondering what you were doing. It's like, because either way,
All right, 10 to blank.
Woo!
Flex touches you, and suddenly you're feeling even better than you were.
Okay. All right.
Anything
All
else,
right.
Flex?
Nope, that should be my turn.
Bubbles.
Yeah, I'm still concentrating, which means I'm still contributing. So we're gonna pretend that I can shoot. Someday it'll work. Damn it.
Which one? Which one are you shooting?
The gate.
All right. You do manage to smack that one with an arrow.
Yay!
Anything else, Bubbles?
I got a whole leaf. No, I'm good.
Cotton. What about you?
Attacking the same one.
All right. Attacking the one in the middle. For less damage.
Yeah, well.
And that
Don't suppose I
vine.
get sneaked.
Nope. Oh, yeah, no, there's no ally within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
And you don't have advantage on that one.
Yep.
It
Well, I
seems to
tried.
be trying to pull itself free of the gate, but it is kind of stuck. Raja. Ooh. Raja accidentally lets go of this thing. It's no longer restrained. Tanka.
Okay, so I can now cast Cure Wounds. Let me make sure it's at.
So 12 more health pumps into your body, Blank.
I am back at full health and beyond.
I don't know that and beyond works.
Blank is looking whole and hearty.
It doesn't
Feathers are-
because I thought about casting aid and then I didn't. If I had, he'd have 5 extra he could go up. But...
Whoops.
Anything else you wish to do,
So-
Taka?
I think I just clicked something. Oh well.
That's okay.
Me too.
It happens.
Well, yeah, I don't have any attacks that work on plants, so I think that's pretty much as. Unless anyone else wants me to like heal them, but I probably can't move over there at this turn.
I mean, I could use some more health.
I might have to wait till my next turn to move over there, so I'm not next to the plants. But
Right.
that could be my plan.
All right. Sell me.
I'm gonna do that thing that I accidentally clicked now that he's not grappling dude anymore. Or dude's grappling him.
Miss.
Ah.
Anything else?
Mm, no.
All right. Let's see. The assassin Vine attempts to throttle Raja. Ooh. Sneaks itself around her and starts constricting. And now she is the one grappled. Oh, wait. Hold on 1 second. Almost forgot something. Ooh, actually. No, she isn't. Because Bane kicked in and prevented that from happening, but you could almost see it happening. But her getting out of there, and all because Bubbles kept his spell up.
Yay!
Yay,
Hey,
Bubbles.
Blank.
Alrighty. Do I know if these things have reach at all?
You've seen them snag people from a couple things away.
Also, why did I just spin around?
Oh, that was me, me with my OCD straightening you out. Now that you're no
Okay.
longer on the ground.
But okay, so I'm gonna have a ready act. Does anybody in my party look severely injured at this point?
Nobody you can see from your distance.
Okay, well, I am going to move to just in front of Flex, do that whole fisticuffs thing, and ready in action to cast healing, cure wounds. Sorry, I almost got the wrong spell. Cure wounds if any of my allies look like they're getting hurt, because I have learned my lesson for once, and I'm not going to engage these in a melee.
You know that wastes the spell if you don't if at the end of your turn, regardless of if you get to use it or not, right?
I did not know that.
Okay, yeah, that's something that I'm making sure you know that you're aware of. Readying a spell, even if it doesn't get used, costs the spell slot.
You're sure? I don't
Yep.
remember that at all, but
Yep,
I will take your word for that.
That's yeah.
I've heard it.
But in that case, then I am not going to close in with these again because I have learned my lesson.
You're fragile. They can easily crush your little bird bones.
And I have very low AC.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, is my AC is like 13, I think.
Anything else?
That will be all.
All right. One swings at the thing again. This time no longer with advantage. Ooh, this time he misses twice. Flex.
Give me a sec. I'm doing some trying to see if I can do something.
Okay.
So the one on the right we can't see anymore?
Yeah, one of them kind of like blended back in with the overgrown foliage.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like here-ish.
Right. Okay. Can I move to here? And cast thunder wave and hit both of them. I think I can. It says it's like a 15-foot cube.
And avoid hitting Nolan and Raja? Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that thunder wave against both of those two then. It's the only thing that I've got.
Yeah. Basically, you put it right about there, and it hits both of those without hitting the two NPCs.
Yeah. Okay. So then, yeah, let's do thunder wave then. Okay. Okay.
Con saves for 2. Okay, one takes half damage at 5, and the other one takes full damage at 10.
It says they get pushed 10 feet away, but I don't know if it can.
Neither of them can. Trying to think. Oh, the one that's on the gate can't be moved. The one that's over here is kind of blocked by these guys.
Okay, well, I
It
tried.
can move, but it can't go anywhere.
Okay, well, I tried.
They both kind of suck.
What does the self part of that mean?
Oh wait. Oh, that's right. That has to be 15 feet from you. Hold on, 1 second. Oh, you'd have to be a little bit closer, which means you're also risking getting in there. But if you stand like right there,
Yeah,
if you can get to that spell works.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Where do you
There.
need me? That's fine.
I
Yeah.
moved you.
Yeah.
But you're flex. You should be okay.
Well, hold on. So how far did I move? Let's see. So 25 feet. I have a 30 feet.
Oh yeah, you could still move back a little bit.
But can I take a dash action and move back?
You already used your action to cast a
No.
spell.
I know, but it's a bonus action. Because
your class has bonus action dash.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Then you're good. Yes, you can use bonus action dash.
Yeah, it's part of being part of blank being my doodad.
Ah, that's awesome. The one
Yeah.
something that you got.
Blank is the best spirit totem.
Yeah. Yeah, it's part of being a spirit totem. I can dash as a free action. Doesn't seem like the most useful thing, but it's I took it, so.
No, it's awesome
Seems
because
useful right
it'll
now.
really help with keeping your rage. Think how many times Bjorg has lost his rage because he couldn't get in range of something to punch it.
Yeah, that's what happened to
4
Flex
times.
With a sword,
just here.
It's happened exactly 4 times.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I re-listened to the Aboleth fight recently, and it was just him desperately trying to get in range.
It lost it once to the Aboleth fight, once in the second episode. I'm pretty sure he lost it at some point during the sewer episode, and a 4th point I'm blanking on the last time for.
Okay. Well, either way, Flex won't have to do that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, sorry. My weirdly specific knowledge.
I'm like that about fan stuff too.
All right. Nice. Flex got back out of range. Bubbles.
Yeah. Do you remember how many turns I've been concentrating? Like how many more turns I have of the Bane?
I think you have at least 4 left. Maybe 5.
Okay, cool. Then I will just keep shooting the one on the gate.
Okay.
Um,
That did a lot more damage to it this time.
yeah.
Good hit. You even heard a thring when it hit the gate. Anything else,
That's
Bubbles?
good, because no, I stupidly only bought 30 arrows, so I gotta make them count.
Cotton.
I will continue my attacking the one on the
The
gate.
same one? Alright.
Yep.
That
Aw.
misses.
Wouldn't you get sneak attack on the other one, though?
That's why I asked him which one he's shooting at. He's been shooting at the one that he doesn't get sneak attack on this entire time. Hell, he would have
That's
even
why
had
I'm putting it
advantage on
up.
the other one a few times, although not now because it's not currently restrained. But still.
Well, I'm holding a grudge.
Yeah.
It
Fair,
hurt me.
fair.
Alright, it still can't move, so it can't get in range of anybody. Raja will go back to trying to bite the one that's in front of her. She manages to sink her teeth back down into it. It is once more restrained. Tonka!
How does that work with a grappled creature who's also grappling a creature?
It's not currently grappling anybody, but she is grappling it in her crocodile mouth.
Oh, okay.
So I will attempt to move over here so that I'll be able to cure wounds on. I have the movement speed. I just don't know if the plants are gonna try to attack me. But that
Alright.
was both of my movement actions.
Yeah, you ran through while they were distracted.
So sweet.
That works. Selmy! Selmy's over here.
I'm gonna try that. I got advantage now, right?
On the one that Raja and Nolan are in front of, yes.
I'm gonna try and firebolt that again.
Alright, it hits. It barely does any damage at all, though.
Oh
It is resistant to fire.
shit! I forgot.
Yeah, it's greenwood. Greenwood doesn't burn really well.
So that means that when we're all done with this, I can't just sit there and cantrip till the cows come home and burn this shit down.
Yeah, it'll take a long time. And you probably attract other creatures to your area before anything really catches on fire. Anything else you want to do,
shit.
Selmy?
Nope. That's all I can do. I don't want to move.
So this one has disadvantage, and it's flailing inside Raja. Some of its vines are trying to roll around and constrict her, but it can't get anything done. Blank.
Yeah, I still have. Do any of the vines look almost dead at all, or because that's not something I
Give
can
me
figure
a
out?
medicine check.
Messidin. There we are. Okay.
You
That's a
cannot tell.
9.
They're just greenery everywhere, and it all looks like one connected creature as far as you can tell, including the stuff at your feet. So,
I am going to stab the vines at my feet.
roll for attack.
Oh, this is either going to end horribly or uselessly.
You just spend the turn just like stabbing at cilantro on the ground.
Is it actually just cilantro?
Probably. There's a distinctive soapy smell about it. Alright. Nolan is going to go in for the attack with advantage. Alright. Flex, you're up.
Okay, well, I think I'm out of spells. Or at least ones that can affect those guys. Let me double check. Yeah, all I've got are my cantrips left. And beast sense, whatever that is. Well, what does Thunderclap do? Oh! Can I do the same thing again, but with Thunderclap? Well, does it... Yeah, it does thunder damage. Huh, how about that?
Is there also a self radius of self?
Let me grab the throw it in there. All right. It is Oh shit! Sorry. Oh, there it is. Yeah. 5
Rain-
feet.
Yeah, you have to be within 5 feet of whatever you're trying to damage.
Oh, I get 30 feet. 30 feet speed. So
You wouldn't be able to disengage. Well, actually, you can bonus action disengage, but I don't think you'd have enough movement speed after that if you moved away.
well, I could move to like.
And also remember, if you have to move up close to something, you can just use your weapon. You might be
That's
able to
true.
do more weapon damage. You probably do more damage with your weapon.
Except I'm not raging anymore, so I don't get the protection part.
Yeah,
So
but you also wouldn't be able to get the contagion part in order to use thunderclap, since it requires you to be within 5 feet of it. So you have to be standing. You have to be standing up next to it, and yeah.
but then I still can't move away. I'm trying to get like
Yeah.
towards something to move away again.
Yeah, you,
So-
you wouldn't be able to with what you have left. Is what I'm saying.
Hmm.
You are very strong, and Blake has your back.
I guess that's true. Sure. Which one has people? Well, that doesn't give me. Well, if I move over to this guy, to the guy with the one with the crocodile, can I get
If you're
advantage?
moving right there, you get flanking. So yes, you have advantage if you move right there.
All right. Well, let's do that then. Let's grab stuff. Okay, barbell.
All right. How much damage did you do?
Da, 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 da. 8.
All right.
Yes.
Smash. Oh, that thing does not look good. There's like leaves gone everywhere. The pits are broken, and it's being held in a crocodile's mouth.
That's for hitting my friend.
Anything else, Lex?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Bubbles.
Yes. Same again. That's for being a plant.
Takes more damage.
Only 4?
8. It takes more damage.
Oh, more damage. Sorry. Like, look, I only have 23 arrows left. I gotta use them.
You can always gather arrows up. Is that because it's not that your arrows are completely destroyed, as far as you know?
I am planning to. Believe me. But that only works so many times before they do break.
That's true. So I make people
I was-
roll for every arrow they use. That combat +1. But Cotton.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to assume that at least some of the interaction we had during my last turn was audible, and that y'all told him he was being an idiot for attacking the wrong plant.
Yep.
So I'm going to attack the one that everybody's been on till I can get my sneak attack.
And you hit the one that only had 1 HP left, and watch it go to pieces and fall apart in the crocodile's mouth.
Yay!
But that
I
would have been
contributed.
awesome sneak damage had you done.
I contributed.
Anything else, Cotton?
Well, might as well do a little movement. Where am I? I will move here. Okay.
All right. A vine comes whipping out towards you, Flex.
Okay, that's fine. You mean to roll something?
Nope. You take 10 damage, and the vine snakes around you,
Okay.
holding you in place. You can feel thorns starting to dig into your flesh.
Fair enough.
So you take 10 points of damage.
I did. No worries.
Movement speed of 30. There we go. She rushes forward and bites down. Ooh, miss. Tonka.
Okay. So Tonka's seeing that this plant died, but now there's other people getting hurt, so she's no longer sure who needs healing the most.
Me, I do. I need healing.
Yeah, you're the closest, so why not? Let's see. I don't know. There we go. Oh, not great this time.
Every little bit helps.
5 points of healing for you, Cotton. Anything else,
Alright,
Tonka?
Nope, that's it.
Sell me.
I am at roughly half health.
I am gonna second level magic missile that vine that has flex. Wait. The vine that's in the middle, or the former middle, that's the one that has flex?
Yep.
Okay. 1,
You have another second level spell?
2, 3, 4. Because I didn't use the other one.
Healing. She didn't use the
I didn't
healing.
use it after all.
Yeah. So it explodes, releasing Flex before it can inject him with poison. Woo!
Woohoo!
Yay!
And the
Yay,
battle is over.
Is there not still the one that's sleeping?
Well, it's kind of blended back in with the background. It's impossible to tell if it's still there or not.
So I move we camp far away from the walls.
Roger returns
Yes.
forward. Lizardy space says,
Could we?
we're just taking the gate, and I was going to use some mold earth spells to give us and the horses some safety in there. We could also go into the
Yes.
ruins and hope that they
No.
are a bit safer.
I mean, we were
No,
trying to
I like your idea. I like your idea at least overnight, and then we go into the ruins fresh.
Yeah, well, this happened because we were trying to get the gate so that we could protect the horses, and now we're going to be locking the horses in with one more plant monster. So the least we can do is stay overnight, I guess. And tie them up so they can't get over to where we think it was.
Alright.
Unless, Grizz, is there anything we can roll to see if we can figure out where that thing is?
If you want, perception.
Okay.
I want to know.
Yeah, Bubbles, like, they only move 5 feet a turn, but that's still plenty of time to eat all the horses while we're gone. So,
I got a dirty 20.
Bubbles. I got a 16. Wow, these are some high perceptions.
You look around and you just see vines crawling through the grass everywhere. Not actually moving as in crawling, more of like, you just see loops here and there throughout the
Wow.
underbrush.
Yum,
All
cilantro.
over. It could easily be a lot of more assassin vines out here, or it could just be one more that's just blended in with everything else.
All right, fuck it. Let's go inside.
A lot of dirty 20s.
Oh, no.
Uh,
So it could still be there.
Yeah.
yeah. But if we're going to do the gates and the earthworks between us and that, then maybe it'll be okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna gather up all the tokens. Move you guys inside. And keeping the horses safe. You
And
retrieve.
are we going to do a long rest now?
Yes. You have retrieved the gate. The druid thankfully has worked her earthen magic and has worked to fix it and make basically a very safe area inside the walls. They'll keep the horses safe, hopefully, as well as you guys. Basically, just a pen area and another area for everybody to just basically sleep in. It's nice, cool and dry, like a nice semi-burrow of sorts, which probably means the halfling is very comfortable.
How long does the inspiration last? Does that expire with a long rest?
It expires in 10 minutes. The bardic
Okay.
inspiration goes away pretty quickly. All right. Anybody for a watch, or are you just going to hope that things all go well in the night?
I'll take
Blank will take the first watch, and anytime he sees you just sit there the entire of his shift with his dagger out in front of him, shaking. Anytime he sees anything like like a vine coming toward him, he's going to run toward the edge of the firelight and start slashing in its general direction.
Bubbles will just take a normal rest or a normal watch. But
I
she
died
definitely thinks we need one.
Okay, somebody will take a watch too.
Oh yeah. Tonka
Yeah, I'll
will
take a
take a
watch.
watch.
All right. First person on first watch, please give me a roll. Your perception roll.
That would be Zach.
Percepciones. Let us see what I percept. Ooh, the 22.
Every once in a while, the wind blows and a leaf twitches, and you go in for the stab. Let's see that stabbing action. So every once in a while during Blank's watch, some of you might end up accidentally waking up slightly when you hear a noise from the dagger just slicing through a random leaf.
Excuse me. I believe Blank has enough skill to make silent stabbing.
Go performance.
Not if he's
Do
not if he's
performance check.
twitchy and panicked.
Health. Performance. Here we go. 16.
Actually, you're right. Blake
Yeah.
Blake is very practiced at this. He might be a little twitchy, but he still manages to make it look good and quiet. For the sake of his art.
Blank will suffer for his art. Yeah. I like to imagine if anything bad actually happened during his shift, he would like mime yelling out help to people, even if he's being dragged away.
Well, given our first fight, yeah, that tracks, since you mimed knocking on the door to get me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was one of
It
the
is a
best times ever. Alright, who's on second watch?
I'll take
Bubbles.
second. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I
Take
said it
the-
second, so I assumed. Thanks, Kyle. I want to go back to cooking, so I want to go through this so I can mute.
What are you cooking?
Potatoes. I bought a huge bag of them before I got sick, and so now I need to make them in several different ways before they go bad.
Gotcha. Alright. Thankfully, the rest of the night for you, for your 2-hour watch, seems to go on pretty good. Who's on third watch?
I got third.
Sweet.
Oh man. It's not awesome for that.
You hear the occasional hoot of an owl and the occasional crack of a twig, though you don't see anything.
Take fourth.
And fourth.
Oh no.
Ooh, I want this.
I think we're all falling asleep.
Yeah, you're basically finding it hard to keep your eyes open. And Tonka probably notices that you've fallen asleep at some point during your watch.
Is it her turn to roll?
That was the last watch.
Okay.
Are we dead?
No, you're not dead. All right.
So play out like Selmy wakes up like a minute before everybody else realizes she was asleep the whole time and like just frantically rubs the sleep out of her eyes so that nobody notices.
Can she roll something for that?
Deception. Roll deception for me. Anybody who wants to decipher this can roll insight.
I think I need an advantage on insight.
Yeah,
'Cause I was probably
Tonka, you've seen this the entire time.
Tonka
Sure.
knows.
of
Nothing.
course.
Tonka's just been watching her sleep, listening to her snore, and therefore is not fooled whatsoever. Selby looking like she's trying to be awake the entire time.
Yeah, I was only half awake on my watch, so I'm not even awake now.
All right. Is everyone here, or are we giving, or is I think Bubbles is still AFK a bit. Hello.
I'm here.
Yep.
Roll call.
Yeah, sorry, I'm here. I'm just muted. I can hear you though.
Oh, okay. I wasn't.
Queen's muted too. I don't know about that.
I wasn't sure. I just wanted to double check on that.
Yeah, no, you're on Bluetooth headphones, so I'm just muting so you don't hear me chopping things.
Oh no, that's fine.
I forget why we came here.
You're here to help with an expedition.
But I mean specifically where we are now.
You're currently outside of the ruins of Castle Firebrand.
And this is where we expect to find the thing.
Somewhere inside Castle Firebrand supposedly is the ring Ivan spoke of.
Gotcha.
But officially, you're here to help the members of the Sand Study, do an archaeological expedition. Because that is their thing. And I will be right back. I need to get some water.
I'm charging my attack.
Sorry about that. I needed hydration.
It's all good.
Okay, yes. Here you are the next day outside the ruins of Castle Firebrand. There it is.
Very much alive.
Very much alive. Being
As far as
offered
we can tell.
being offered rations for your breakfast.
Breakfast bitch, you want to spice that up?
Sure.
All right, yeah, Cat, definitely Breakfast Fish can do that because we've already established that he constantly makes good breakfast.
Yeah.
The two lizard folk NPCs in your party seem to have enjoyed this too. And they kind of like look at you, kind of nod a bit. It's like, you appear to be able to cook anything.
I have my uses.
Except dinner. He can't cook
Yeah.
dinner.
I have been banned from dinner. But breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
I think it's something about the time of day. He can't cook past sunset. Like he's some sort of like opposite culinary vampire.
Well, hopefully it won't matter inside there.
Is it always morning inside there?
I don't know. No one's been in there. And you hear inside your heads the old lady voice again saying, I would think that a lot of people have been deterred by those vines that we ran into. I was clearing out some space for the horses, I did notice some bones in the dirt that seemed. Well, I don't think they were here for 200 years.
Hmm.
So what you're saying is there's also going to be ghosts.
Perhaps. It is an old castle. Are you prepared for ghosts?
I don't believe in no ghosts.
We believe in you. It's okay.
So, the order of this expedition is in your hands. What exactly would you guys like to do?
I see. I'm gonna go to the map. I want to scout around for traps.
Scout around the outside of the castle.
Yeah.
All right, give me a investigation.
Using my face.
You're not class.
I know.
Let's see what you find. Pull out my favorite dice tray. By the way, someone's very noisy in the in the background. There's like
Yeah,
this
I think for some
weird.
reason the keyboard is picking up on today when it doesn't usually, so I'm just gonna mute it.
Okay, thank you. For some reason, it always seems to trigger my ADHD. It's like I hear sounds and I can't think straight.
I think it must be these headphones. My other ones must filter it out.
All right. All right, so you start poking around the ground, and you find something. You don't find a trap. You find what appears to be like bits of bone and what looks like a vial or perhaps a small pot amid the bones. Somebody's possession that's been stuck here since they died.
Okay, I call over some of the people, the bug leader or somebody, to look at the bones because I figure this is something in their area of expertise.
All right. So the bug lady, Rack, comes over. She looks down, starts examining, starts nodding her waving on her antenna a bit, and looks up again and says, "These are definitely much more recent remains. No more than 50 years, I think. So not part of the actual historic site. I believe it was probably another treasure hunter or somebody else interested in the site who most likely was taken off guard by those vines and died here, fertilizing the soil."
I showed her the vial too.
I am not a magic user. I'm no good at identifying such things, if that's what you wish me to do.
Sure, so I'll take the vial to Selmy.
Selmy will identify it.
All right. Doing that as a ritual?
What is the difference on?
10 minutes for ritual, or you lose the spell slot to cast it.
We in a hurry?
That's up to you guys.
Well,
I think
I
we
mean, I
got
guess
time.
Yeah, I'll do it as a ritual.
All right. Anybody doing anything while Selmy is ritual casting?
Nope, not
I
right
will
now.
continue. I will continue searching grounds.
I'll help look around.
All right. Give me a roll, Tonka.
Let's see.
Oh, actually, wait, yeah.
It's a perception or investigation?
It's investigation.
Okay.
Mm.
Not good.
One second. Let's see. Yeah, you poke around and you don't see anything. Nothing useful whatsoever.
This is such a boring place.
Can I actually look around and see if I can see anything shiny?
Sure, go for it. Investigation.
Investigation.
Bubbles rolled an investigation too.
Yeah, Bubbles unfortunately didn't find anything interesting.
Did blank?
That is what I'm about to find out.
That's ominous.
Ah. That's interesting. Huh. You find another set of remains, and what's clearly a potion.
Can you? Can I find? Is there an Arcana roll to determine what potion it is? Sorry. Yeah.
Go for it.
Hmm?
Go for it. Roll Arcana roll.
Okie dokie. Arcanula.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh, it's right at the end of blank.
To try and figure out what it was.
Blank has no idea.
To try and figure out what it was, he took a small sip.
And exploded.
Do you wish to open the potion?
Hmm?
Do you wish to open the potion bottle?
I will open the potion bottle and take a sniff.
Okay. Oh, that's why.
Yeah. The potion of where, Tarask?
It is. No, but that's cool. You open the bottle to take a sniff, and you notice that an eyeball seems to be bobbing in a yellowish liquid.
Quickly stop with the bottle.
It vanished as soon as you went to stop for it, though.
I'm going to, like, holding it out in front of me like it smells very disgusting, walk over and gingerly put it in Selmy's lap.
While she's doing her ritual.
Yeah. Well, she's ritual
Yes.
casting, determining what items are. So, okay,
Yeah.
so
Is there a way? Can I possibly place it in her lap in such a way that she doesn't notice while she's ritual casting?
Sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. See if I can keep the failure train going.
I think Sylvie noticed. She probably felt a weight shift. Oh, no, definitely she did.
Yeah. Wait, is Selma the alchemist or who was that? Is that Tonka?
Yeah, I'm the
Sylvie's
alchemist.
Okay, so yeah. So yeah, I'm going to put in the alchemist lap, which you just tell me. Yeah, so
All right.
yeah, okay.
So the first item that you discovered is an oil of etheralness.
An oil of what?
Etherealness.
Etherealness.
Oh.
Etherealness. I put it in your handouts. And you can see that it's a weird cloudy oily substance inside that vial. Or actually, it's probably more like a small pot. It could come in quite handy. And you can feel free to share it with the rest of the party, or if you want your character to share it and you don't want to spend all that time talking, I can share it.
Is etherealness though? Like it says the effect of etherealness, but what does that mean?
It means that you basically walk into the ether substrate and can pass through items, pass through walls,
Oh,
and and possibly see into the spirit realm.
I see. Okay. Um.
And the
Yeah,
other
I mean, I'll tell them that.
all right. And the other
And
one, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if I recognize it without having to do 10 minutes worth of ritual.
The other one, the potion.
The one that Blank put in my lap.
Give me an Arcana check, and you get advantage because it's a potion. Yeah, it's as soon as you take a look at it, you swirl the yellowish liquid around. You see the eye appear briefly. It's like you probably laugh and go, "This is a potion of clairvoyance."
Ooh. So both good potions, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like objects that people here were carrying.
Is there a door into whatever where we're planning on the next area?
Yes, there is a. Actually, I have a description here. Hold on. Yeah, the entrance to the castle. You can see a large wooden door. The castle itself is completely overgrown with plants, which is probably one of the reasons why it's hard to tell. The ground is also overgrown with various plants, which is why you've discovered the occasional skeleton amid the detritus, along with interesting objects such as potions. There doesn't appear to be much in the way of life out here. Just you guys and the horses who are currently eating. They've got several barrels of water within reach of them. They're kind of tethered in a little. They're not in a really big space that they can walk around, but it's relatively safe with no plants, stuck in there with them, and enough rations that'll probably last them a couple of days. So hopefully your horses and mule will stay safe if you are inside the castle exploring for a while.
I'd like to investigate the castle entrance where we're planning on passing through. I'd like to take my time and watch out for the vines.
All right, give me another investigation roll. All right. It is definitely not locked, and you find no evidence of trapping of any kind. No dead bodies laying just inside the threshold. No stench that implies that there's any recently dead bodies inside the doors. Nothing that makes you think that it'll kill you immediately if you open these doors.
Okay, I will announce that I believe it's safe to enter.
What do the rest of you do?
I will follow behind Flex. So wherever Flex goes.
All right,
Uncle
line up.
also
Stick with the
follow.
scientists.
Who's in front? Who's leading the way?
I'll take the lead because I'm still watching. I'm still investigating stuff.
Okay. Who's behind Cotton?
Tonka decided it's boring out here, so
All right.
I'll go.
So form up with Cotton in the lead, and Tonka right behind him.
Where am I? Oh. Yeah. Okay, so
Black?
anybody else who wants to follow us, get in line.
I'm going to be wherever the scientists are.
I'm putting them towards the back.
Okay, I'll help bring up the rear.
I can go up front with just behind Cotton, because he's short. So I'll be behind Cotton.
Okay. Bubbles, what about you?
I think Bubbles and Selmy should help protect the rear.
Is that okay with you, Bubbles? Bubbles. Bubbles.
Lizzie, you are muted if you're trying to talk to us.
We're having tech issues
Yes,
on
hi,
tech issues tonight.
sorry. It was right when I had the oven open and I was moving things around. Bubbles is gonna help bring up. Well, I'm torn. I was torn between bringing up the rear, but the NPCs are more competent than us anyway. So,
But technically, we're here as their guards.
yeah, we're here as their guards, and she comes from a strong family of guards, so she'll be in the back, making sure the old lady's okay.
So probably more like that. Yeah.
I'm glad I've got Flex watching my back.
He's also probably leaning over you, to be fair.
I mean, I want to be behind them, though. Be behind
No,
the scientists.
they won't let you be behind them.
Oh, that's suspicious.
They're taking up the rear. That's kind of their job, and they look at you and they're like, you're not really a fighter. Their job is to protect Rack, is individually to protect Rack, and you guys are protecting the expedition as a whole.
Well, then shouldn't they let Bubbles be behind them since she's more of a warrior? I mean, she at least looks like a warrior.
Yeah, that could be a point. Like we can put Bubbles right behind them and have Selmy like right there, up there next to Rack. There we go.
Yeah, Bubbles is lizard folk too, and she comes from a famous family of guards that she's definitely not going to mention to them. She's just an innocent dancer, but we're all lizards here, and she can be at the back.
They can't tell you're just a dancer.
I mean, if Selby wants to get back, stand next to Rack, that's fine. Like have her there.
Yeah,
And next to it, then, yeah.
They can't
There we
tell,
go.
but
That
Bubbles
works.
will tell them because she doesn't want it getting home where she is. But she will point out that she's being paid to guard the whole party as a whole, and they're part of the party. And if they stay close to Rack, it'll be easier to guard her, so she'll bring up the back.
All
right.
right.
I think we have our order.
Okay.
Hi ho.
All right. So who's opening the door?
Me. Well, if I have the strength for it. Otherwise, Flex.
You and Flex working together open the door into what appears to be the has to be the entrance chamber as it is connected here. It is a decent-sized octagonal room, like 40 by 40 feet, with two main doorways. To the left, there seems to be an opening with a bit of a door hanging a bit loose. One door off, kind of directly in front, enough to the main middle part of the octagonal. And then there is a set of corkscrew stairs that it seems to be heading up through the middle. It's kind of strange for an entry room here, but you know, the whoever designed this place might have been some kind of mad genius, so who knows.
Now that we're in a new room,
Oh God.
and I just closed my internet, dang it. Now that we're in a new room, I want to do another investigation.
You don't detect any traps, but it is pretty dusty in here. Uh, as you're looking around at the into a dim corner, but isn't like the. So I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. Off to what, like the little corner, which would probably be towards your right and a bit down, like right directly from the entrance, in a corner where there's no doors and whatnot. You look like there's like a skull and a few like maybe long bones, but nothing else of interest, like just laying there. It's almost as if it's just been added as an afterthought, which is kind of strange. Like, you know, somebody piled a couple of bones there and then just left and didn't even bring the rest of the body, or the rest of the body got taken away and somehow the head and like the arms or the legs got left behind.
Does it? Oh wait, so it's like it's pieces from both the top and the bottom of an animal, not just like a bigger animal could have chomped it in half.
A humanoid, yeah. That's what it looks like. Let's see.
Okay,
No, but I
Bubbles
mean,
is going to use her divine sense just to check out the room.
Yeah, nothing within 60 feet of you. No celestial, no fiend, no undead.
how bright is this room?
What'd you say?
I was asking how bright is the room we're in.
It's very dim. Whatever brightness is, whatever torches or lights you're carrying with you, the.
Let me use that.
Yeah, you're okay. You're pulling up the dancing lights then.
Flex is gonna point at the dead body and then turn to Blank and go, I don't think they had a best friend because they're dead.
Blank is going to give Flex's leg a hug.
But that's okay because we're best friends.
The dancing lights light up the area a bit, and it's still just dusty. You see the occasional small spider scuttling away, and a couple of spider webs and cobwebs up towards the ceiling. But other than that, this room is pretty empty. Just the skull and long bones in one corner, and three doors, one of which is the one you just came through, and a set of stairs corkscrewing up.
Okay,
so
which way do we go?
As far as directions we can go, there's two doors we haven't tried and the stairs.
Correct.
So three options that are not back the way we came.
Correct.
Then, I mean, I would want to go to the scientists that we're escorting and ask them if they have any ideas which direction they'd like to go.
Rack, for is currently looking over at the bones and is reached down to like study the skull for a bit. It's like looking at it and just seems to have her head tilted, and she kind of looks back, and you hear in your head, each one of these options is valid, but I would recommend staying on one floor for now. We also don't know how stable the upper floors might be.
All right.
That's fair.
Do we want to split the party, or do we want to all go the same direction?
That's up to you guys.
I know. I was
Whatever
asking
happens,
them.
I am sticking next to Flex.
Shelmy
Good
will
guy.
defer to the scientist, but she is her vote's in favor of not splitting the party.
Yeah, never split the party. Bubbles is firmly anti-splitting the party.
Hey, Flex, big guy. You want to go left or right?
Yes, I would suggest not splitting the party either. It's never worked out well.
Always go right.
Please go right.
Well, it is a maze. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So that
Get out
would
of
be
Yeah.
in this case that would be straight. And yes, I actually do that when I play. There's this VR dungeon game. That's what I do when I'm doing Adventure Dungeon.
Yeah. You always go right.
All right, we will go that direction.
All right. The door ahead of you creaks open up as you pull on it. Thankfully, no traps are behind this door as you head through into the next chamber. Hold on one second. I hate when I have so many pages open. I need to find the correct one. You know how that goes.
Yeah. True. You did give us a whole lot of options to really fuck up. So, I mean, there's 3 doorways plus all of the crazy that we can pull. That's a lot of pages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could just walk through the walls instead.
Right?
Well, I mean, Selmy's got that etherealness thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it
you
takes
can
10
only
minutes to apply.
10 minutes, and I don't know if you can apply it on enough for everybody.
Yeah, but we could have also tried to climb it and enter from the roof. I mean, adventurers be cray-cray.
Yeah, there is that. One second. As you open the door to this next room, it's kind of startling. I mean, you know you walked into a castle, but now you've found yourself in what looks more like a room that you would expect more like in a tomb. A large 40 by 60 trapezoidal shaped room full of what looks like opulent. There's like some cool murals on the wall, all opulent and vibrant colors, as if it was just freshly painted, depicting various dwarven settings of all things. Now on this, you even see various depictions of their god Hazarin. Various dwarves leaning down, worshipping, making offerings, and below these pictures of offerings are like all these jars of offerings that you might send to somebody into the afterlife. And the reason why that comes to mind is that the center feature of this room is a huge sarcophagus. Well, not huge for somebody like Flex, but you know, it's bigger than you might expect for what appears to be dwarven ruins over it, like various carvings that make you think that there's a dwarf inside of this room. There is another door on the far side of the chamber. It's a small door, but not like the one you just came through, which is definitely a wooden make. This one is more of a stone door that you can see, like, pushing a bit to the side and pulling back over.
I'd like to
Okay, well,
detect magic.
Bubbles will ask the doc if she reads dwarf.
Like, she comes to a stop as she looks in this room and just like stares at it for a moment, and then kind of like looks back at the chamber before her, and just kind of shakes her head. There doesn't appear to be anything magical in this room. Although,
No
Bubbles
spell
will use her
keeping
divine
everything
sense again.
fresh.
no, although as you use detect magic, you have the sense that there is something magical, not about specifically the room, but somehow you're in some area of heavy magic. But nothing specific spell-wise in this room.
I will relay that information to the party.
I rolled a 12 investigation.
Bubbles would like to use divine sense again
Yeah, there are
because it's a
various
freaking crypt.
doesn't appear to be anything undead, unholy, anything of that sense in here, or angelic for that matter. You spend
Okay.
some time looking around. You don't find anything that appears to be traps, but you do open you look around and you see that there's definitely coffers. There's definitely offering for somebody rich, and it's full of gold coins. Sorry if my words are coming out of order. Somehow my brain is just not wanting to
Yeah.
Do we see him find the gold coins?
You would probably notice that there's some big urns, coffers of gold coins in the area, along with other riches.
So I know that
Nobody
this
touch anything.
right. I know that this is an abandoned castle. It's possibly cursed, and the gold is tempting. But I want to bring it to Rack's attention before I, think about taking any.
All right, but is it shiny enough for Blank to notice it?
That is a good question. Is it?
It's gold.
But is it
Yeah,
shiny?
but it
It
depends
could
on
be
the
dirty.
light.
Yeah. Also, again,
Everything
dirty.
in this
So.
room is like clean and pristine now.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I said yes. It is shiny. It is perfect. It is pristine. It is it's as if somebody just finished a funeral procession and closed the door to lock it in, and suddenly you've opened it and found the tomb, and not like it's been here for thousands of years.
Okay, Blank is going to. You know Apu in the first Aladdin?
Depends on the
Yes.
Aladdin.
Abu, yeah.
Oh,
There
see,
we go.
I didn't like the
Yeah.
Disney Aladdin. Because I grew up with this other Aladdin that was from somewhere else a long time ago. I think from the 80s or maybe even 70s. So I hated the Disney Aladdin and only watched it once. So I don't remember anybody from that.
I'm standing closest to the gold. Can I try to block him?
Oh, it's the ape. Okay. You could certainly try. This will be contested strength versus dexterity. Dexterity on the part of the Kenku, strength on the part of the blocker.
All right, so this is just a straight strength roll.
Strength.
No, yours is dexterity.
Oh, it's dexterity. Okay.
And I believe I get a +1 because of my cloak on saving. Was it a saving throw?
It's dexterity, which is athletics versus. Zach has dexterity, but technically he rolled before that with the application, so he actually rolled a 3 earlier instead of rolling the 14. So the 3 actually goes, but it's
Wait. So
+4.
I use the strength one.
Basically,
No, I thought you said it was dexterity.
Okay, here's how I do it when people roll like one by accident. If the first one, I take whatever the actual roll is and then apply the actual modifiers. So in this case,
okay.
it's 3 plus 4, which is 7. So you actually rolled a 7 for dexterity.
Versus 17. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Good call. I was wondering. Okay. But yeah. All right. And you.
No, Kenku. No, we need to make sure it's safe first.
You hear in your heads from your friend, the friendly professor saying, "This is most unusual. Everything in here is totally fresh. This should not
replace that
Detective,
with
heavy magical
crow
field
person.
here.
I have been in tombs before. This is not how they present themselves, even if they've been sealed properly, even with magic for a long time." This is not right.
Could it be some kind of time altering spell to where maybe only minutes have passed?
Do you sense a spell? And if so, what does that
I
mean?
sense a heavy magical presence all around us.
Uh, it's not actually in the room itself. There's magic, but it's like you sense. It's kind of like okay. What's the best way to describe it? Um,
Humidity?
no. Kind of like I would guess being at like not Niagara Falls. The Hoover Dam or something like that, where you can hear rushing waterfalls, but you're not getting wet. There's no dampness in where you're at. You can just hear it because it's such an immense amount of water, spinning turbines and everything like that. You can't help but hear it. That's the equivalent of the magic here. There's no actual magic in the room that you're in, but there's some heavy source of magic somewhere in the vicinity, probably somewhere in the castle or around the castle, that is just you're pinging off of. It's like you're hearing the waterfall because it's
Well,
extremely
I will
loud.
tell him that then.
Okay.
I will tell him that that's what I detect.
I am not skilled with magic, you can hear her saying in your heads. But I suppose you are, so I'll have to take you with that one.
I don't know what it means, but I know it's here somewhere.
Is Rack the only scientist with us?
The other two are her students and technically Barty, and they do the heavy lifting and protect her specifically, while you guys are basically protecting the entire mission, making sure that
Okay.
all three of them make it back. And if something
She's
happens to her,
basically the senior scientist.
yeah, that's because she is also very, very old. They will basically keep track of her notes and everything like that if something happens to her.
Okay.
Like whether it's something in the journey or just because she is a very old lady. So,
Okay, I will ask Flex to keep blank from the gold so that I can go explore the rest of the room.
Okay. Come on, best friend. Let's go to the other room. And I kind of put him on my shoulder and go back to the first room.
all right.
Does this room let off anywhere else, or is it just back to that
There
first
is
room?
a strange door at the far side.
The stone one?
What? Yes, the stone one.
Okay, I'm gonna go investigate that door.
All right. So yeah, you've left the door open to the previous room, and now Flex and Blank are the only two that's in there.
I'm not opening that door. I'm just checking it out.
All right. Investigation. It seems pretty sealed. It may or may not be locked. It might just need some finessing to open. Like it might still need thieves' tools without being locked in the traditional sense, because it seems to be a tomb door that's been sealed on that side.
I will relay that to the party, and I will let them know I have thieves' tools and I can work on it if they want me to. But I don't want to move forward without everybody being cool with it.
Bubbles? I mean, it depends. Do we want to try to figure out this room first? Again, Bubbles is going to defer to the scientist lady.
Scientists and her students are currently looking around. They're studying the sarcophagus. One of them actually has what appears to be a pad of paper and is jotting down notes and is frowning a bit. And you hear Nolan. What? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm seeing this. My contribution was gonna be to say let them do their thing for a while.
Yeah.
And you can kind of hear one of the lizard folk saying, "It's like it's strange. This iconography. This is from at least 1,000 years ago, somewhere in the Argantha Mountains dwarven societies. Why is this in a castle? Did the creator of the castle just move a dwarven tomb in there? Like, basically, he seems confused.
Yeah. So, it sounds like we're going to kind of let the scientists do their thing. I'm going to kind of walk back and forth between these two rooms and just kind of keep an eye out.
All right.
Can I do a history check to see if I know anything about this castle or the history of the area as far as doors go?
Go for it. You don't know anything about the castle, but given that you've been, past the Argantha Mountains a bunch of times, you have heard that there used to be a much larger dwarven civilization in the mountains. They had mines, they had their tombs, various shrines in the area, but eventually, warring groups split off, and eventually the mines dried up, and most of those dwarves either fled north to north to Bubbles' country, east to Estevis or beyond, or south towards Orn.
But once upon a time, the land around this castle did have dwarven presence.
Long time before this castle came into being, yeah. The dwarven presence probably went away. The dwarven presence started waning about 1,000 years ago when various mines scattered, and recently there's supposedly no real dwarves left because they've been forced out by fire newts and by various orcish zealot tribes that seem to be living in the area.
Okay, so I can conclude that a dwarven tomb should absolutely not be here.
Well, that there might have been
history-wise.
That 1,000 years ago here, and a castle might have been built over the top of it, and therefore used it, but it shouldn't be fresh.
Can
Tonka
Bubbles roll in?
history.
All right, so for Tonka's history checks, it's we seem to remember the history of Castle Firebrand a bit. It's some things are coming to her, an eccentric former adventurer who had made it very rich, decided to build himself a castle in these mountains, over the spot of what probably was some ancient dwarven ruins. You remember vaguely, it's oh yeah, that dude's name, it was what was it? Oh yeah, this dude named Eldrick Darius came around and built a castle over top of these ruins, and supposedly there were some other things going on, maybe there were some cults that took over the ruins originally before castle was built, and then the castle got lost, and that was sort of the rumors that maybe the castle was cursed. Or maybe it was just something that the former adventurer had, brought back with him on his adventures. Maybe he pissed somebody off on his adventures, and they came after him. Who knows? It's just one of those stories about.
Not ominous at all,
Yeah.
Tonka, are you sharing that all out loud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I totally remember learning about this place. There was all these crazy ghost stories, or first stories, whatever.
Well, I mean that's great for nerds, but I'm pretty, so I'm just gonna poke things with a stick and see what happens.
I've heard about adventurers, and so I'm a bit wary about the guy who built this place.
Yeah, Bubbles is
Go
gonna
poking anything without all of them in here.
What?
I said I wouldn't poke around without Flex and Blank in here.
Flex and Blank are in the other room, and that's kind of why I'm going back and forth between rooms.
I mean, the door's open. It's not locked, so.
Yeah, but if there's some kind of trap, the door could close, and then two of our allies are on the other side while we're in here.
They're really big rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this room is 40 by 60. It is big.
Okay, I mean, I did say I was
about.
All right, then can I investigate and see if there's anything I'd like to poke with a stick? Whilst Tonka's being a nerd.
Let's see. So you find various jars. They are very well constructed. They seem very nice. They've got little toppers on them. You poke around. You find what appears to be. Ooh, I think that you have discovered some kind of equipment that wasn't buried directly on the person, but was put into a nice little rack so that they would have, a change of clothes, or rather some battle equipment for the afterlife or whatever. And you
Sweet.
discover. One second, let me find the right thing. I did not mean to drop that. Ouch. Okay, so you find.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm just trying to find the right pages. I was like, I'm organized to a point where I have like everything in neat little binders and set up, but because I've got so much information that I have to keep flipping back and forth between certain things. So you find a really sturdy looking axe. That's not at all tarnished.
Okay.
And you find a set of. Well, that wouldn't be useful for anybody. And you find what appears to be some kind of fancy armor that you can just feel in your hands that would change shape to. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Yes. That's why she didn't detect us earlier. Okay. My bad. My part of being organized and disorganized at the same time. Yes, your detect magic didn't detect anything visual in the room. For one thing, it's also big for the range, and you're also seeing hearing the water, the visual equivalent of the waterfall, in terms of the light. As soon as Bubbles started poking at one of the cases that she was going around poking and like slid open something, your detect magic goes off, and on a really nice little axe that's in there, and what appears to be a set of armor. So you found some magical weapons and armor in here. You find a suit of armor that's in there that as soon as you pick it up starts to change shape a little bit so that it could definitely fit on somebody your size and not just a dwarf. It appears to be made out of some nice kind of hide, and it is the following color. It is a greenish color.
Okay, I'm gonna call Selmy over and ask her if it's okay to pull this stuff out.
I can tell you it's definitely magical. I don't know if it's safe to pull it out of its final resting place here.
Fine. Bubbles will continue mooching about, resenting all this nerd time. But I guess we're getting paid for it. Oh, you know what? She'll investigate for a ring. We're supposed to be looking for a ring. She'll see if there's a ring anywhere. Do I need to roll another investigation, Chris?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Not as good.
Yes, Selmy will do the same.
Yeah, I'll help. Okay, I won't help.
Let's see what I can determine.
You're in the other room with Flex.
Oh, dang, I forgot that. I got excited.
I'm walking back and forth, so I can say I was in there at that time.
Sorry, I'm just making sure my notes are down in order. So let's see. Yeah, you guys, you spent some time looking around, and in one of the fancy jars, you do find rings, though none of them shone with magic, and none of them seem to fit the description of what I talked about.
Okay.
But there are definitely rings here. They're probably worth some good coin.
So have we decided we're touching the stuff yet?
I mean, we should probably call Flex and Blake into the room before we do anything.
Okay. Well, Bubbles is getting bored, so she's gonna ask Cotton if he wants to detect traps on this stuff so we can pick it up. Since he's worried about shutting people out.
So Flex and Blank come back into the room.
Did anybody
All right,
ask
yep.
you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then yes, we go back in the room.
We want to mess with things, and we want the whole party together before we do. And
All right.
I am checking the things for traps.
Okay.
All right.
Checking the things for traps.
Oh boy.
So you go walking around the room. You touch the door. You touch the various crates, the various covers as you're testing out trap possibilities. You don't see anything that appears to be a trap.
I can't find anything that looks like a trap. I think we need to just grab something.
Put your face in it.
I have never heard of that trap checking technique.
Oh, it's very popular in the north.
And Bubbles is canonically from the north.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I will stick my face in it.
You stick your
You
face
say
in the
so.
pile of coins.
Yeah.
All right.
And the coins, really, not the rings or the
No,
other
yeah,
stuff, but specifically the coins we all know are trapped.
I was checking the rings and stuff.
Okay, like that's bold. Just go straight for the gold.
Yeah, no.
Stick your
Not sticking
face in
my-
a bowl of rings like you're bobbing for apples.
I'm not sticking my face in the
Exactly.
coins.
Yeah, Cotton, there's one like sort of down on the bottom with a big green gem. Can you just pull that out with your teeth? I'm sure nothing bad'll happen.
So as you're pilfering the tomb, what is everyone else doing?
I'm on my guard to see if anything happens as they're pilfering the tomb. I want to be ready.
Nothing seems to be happening, though. Nolan, Raja, and Rack are not participating in your pilfering. They are just studying the iconography and the ruins and taking notes, and seemingly trying to ignore the fact that you're pilfering a tomb.
Sweet,
well, I
that
stuck
means
my-
we don't have to split it with them.
I stuck my face in the rings, and it sounds like nothing happened.
You got a sweet ring. Oh yes. So is it safe to pick up the rings?
Yeah,
Rose?
none of them are magical, and there's no traps detected.
I'm
That
gonna
doesn't
go
mean
do a
it's safe.
10-minute rituals to identify the armor and the weapon. Then
Okay.
Okay, I'm taking one ring for my troubles for sticking my face in them.
Do we need to put the rings in our inventory, or are we putting the cash value in our inventory?
I'm trying to figure out just how much those ones are worth. Give me a sec. What the? Sorry, for a second there, I'm looking at the book and trying to figure out that if that's blood splatter from years ago, or if it's just something
Wow.
that's canonically on the page in the binding as a decoration.
Suddenly, really glad we don't play in person. Apparently, Gris takes her dungeon seriously.
No, it's I get really dry skin, and sometimes it cracks open and bleeds before I realize it's doing anything.
There's not a
Yeah.
dead player, so.
That's true. There's not like a dead player pressed between the pages, so we're probably fine.
All right, so give me a 1d20. Whoever's picking up rings.
I am.
Identifying the armor and the axe.
Is it R/1d20?
Yeah.
When
/R, sorry.
Oh,
Punk
/R.
is really creeped out, but they're
Yeah.
also shiny, so this is a tough call.
So you two are both reaching for rings. Gotcha.
I do not like my
Yeah.
All right. So you
Is
pick
the ring
up.
shiny?
Yeah.
Okay. So you reach
They
in.
look like they just came from the jewelers.
Cotton, you grab 3 rings, each of them worth 25 gold. Bubbles, you grab 4 rings, also worth 25 gold.
Each
Tonka,
or cumulatively?
each. Tonka, you grab three rings for worth 25 gold apiece. And that's emptied out the rings that you discovered. If you're
Okay,
going
do
to
we
wear
wanna-
these, if you're going to wear these as jewelry, these are dwarven-sized rings.
Okay.
And while you're like grabbing them and figuring them out and trying to figure out the prices on them, Selmy, you've identified an axe +1, a nice magical weapon, lower end magical weapon, and a suit of armor, studded leather armor that is resistant to poison, which would have been quite useful in the vine fight.
Yeah.
And because it's a magical set of armor, it actually changes shape and isn't just dwarven size. It can, slim down to fit a halfling or a gnome. It can size up to fit somebody as big as Flex. So.
Okay. Well.
Blank, did you grab any rings?
Yes. How many rings did not roll? Okay, screw. Hang on. I think I might have typed it in wrong. I'm just going to do a +0 thing. There we go. Roll the d20.
All right. So you probably
6.
grab. Let's see. You grab the last 2. They're also worth 25 gold apiece.
Okay, and since we're just grabbing things,
how many did you say it was?
2, both worth 25 gold.
All right, so 2
random dwarven
golden rings.
She's not going to take the armor or the axe, but when she thinks the scientists aren't looking, she's going to try to steal some handfuls of gold.
Yeah, I was going for the gold too, since we've decided we're just grabbing stuff.
All right.
But I'm aware that the scientists are looking down on us, so I want to do it without them seeing.
Okay, so sleight of hand, and anybody who's grabbing gold, give me a 1d100.
Oh, /R, not R/.
Nobody sees someone grab anything.
You said D100?
Yep.
Why is it not rolling here?
/R, not R/.
It's rolling. No. It's rolling his. Oh wait, no, that was mine.
So Flex picks up 4 pieces of gold.
Yeah,
there we go.
Selby picks up 6 pieces of gold. Cotton stuffs his pockets with 83, and Blank grabs 76 before the gold seems to have been emptied out of that coffer. It's basically Cotton and Zach were faster.
Yeah, I had to unmute and come back
95.
over. Okay.
Oh,
All right, I got 95 gold.
Yeah, but while the scientists give disapproving looks to everybody but Selmy because they didn't see Selmy taking the 6 gold.
That's why she only got 6.
Yeah.
See, it wasn't trapped after all. That's what we're here for. We're helping.
Well, we don't. we don't know. There might be like an after effect.
Nah, if it didn't happen as you're doing it, it clearly can't possibly be related. Something else must have triggered it. The scientists. There's probably like a nerd limit in this room.
A nerd limit?
Yeah.
Nice.
Weird things to say about it. I mean, D&D here.
I know, but it's bubbles. It's like there's gold, there are potentially things to hit, and these people are just like nerding out on writing. I mean,
okay. So now that we've grabbed a bunch of the treasures, does anybody mind if I go try my hand at that door?
Well, is anybody can take the armor or the axe? And has Selmy told us what the armor and axe do?
Yeah, I'll relay. Upon somebody asking me what they are, I'll relay that information.
Remind me what the axe does. Sorry. Because the axe is magic too, right?
It's an X plus 1.
Yeah, it's just an axe plus 1.
Mm.
Which means it's a magical weapon, but it has plus 1 to, swinging and damage, and also can hit things that need magical weapons to hit them. But it doesn't do anything special beyond that.
And what about the armor?
It resizes itself to fit you, and it grants
Resistance to poison.
resistance.
And it's studded leather armor. So anybody that can wear studded leather armor can use this to be resistant to poison.
I'm kind of tempted. Anybody else want to beat me to it?
Bubbles can't wear armor.
Nope.
I don't think Blank can wear it either.
I don't see any
Sammy
reason
can
I
only wear
can't.
light.
I'll take it.
Oh, okay. Would Flex be willing to would Flex use the axe if we gave it to him?
Flex isn't here. Flex just got back.
Huh. Flex, would you use a +1 axe if you had it?
No, that's not a monk weapon. I'm a barbarian, not a monk.
You're a barbarian, yeah.
Yes.
It's a barbarian weapon.
Yeah, I was like, yes, I can use that. Sorry, but I could use that if you don't want it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It covers too much skin for Bubbles, so you should take it.
Thank you, bubbly friend.
Chris, can you share
Sure.
that studded armor with me?
You put it on your character sheet?
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second. Hold on one second. Leather. Cool. I can just put that, and it'll automatically populate that in. Studded leather armor poison. There you go. That's the exact one you need.
Okay.
Is the axe just a normal axe that's like +1?
It's a +1 axe. It's one of those weapons +1. So it's a +1 axe.
Okay.
Which means it counts as a magical weapon.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. What's the damage for an axe? Does anybody know?
Hold on. I'll put
If you go to the compendium and just type in +1 axe, it should come right up, and you can just drag and drop it onto your sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's handy.
Yeah, like
Battle
+1. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it should be a +1 battle axe.
Okay, +1. All right, got it. Thank you.
So that means you now have a
Do we feel like we've explored? Sweet. Do we feel like we've explored this room thoroughly, or is there we haven't opened the tomb yet. That's always a good idea. But other than that, do we feel like we've explored this pretty thoroughly?
Rax says, you hear in your head from Rax saying, considering the oddities of this room, I would be eager to press in further into this castle to see what else lies beyond. We can always revisit this room later. Maybe send a second expedition?
Okay. Bubbles is thrilled they've hit the nerd wall. Wasn't Cotton picking the next lock?
I'm trying. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so that would be Thieves' Tools, because while there's no actual lock, you could probably use the Thieves' Tools to get in between the slats. All right.
Yeah.
To disconnect on the wall. So you basically spend some time as Flex is walking around the chamber and swinging an axe, and other people are like doing things, and the scientists are finishing things. And so you spend some time like working, like trying to slide it in, and it just it's kind of weird. So it's like catching on something for a moment. You think it's not going to open, and then you can just feel it giving, and you feel a little bit of dust sprinkle under your face before you manage to feel the door coming towards you, swinging open. And beyond is, considering the nicety of this room and how this room seems pristine, what you see beyond is quite bizarre. Because what you see beyond is what looks like was once some kind of guard station, with like some bits of crushed weaponry and like a bits of really tarnished armor. Not like more tomb or a corridor leading somewhere that you might expect, but a guard station from the looks of things. And amid this rubble of this basically destroyed guard station you're looking at, you can definitely see a body that's laying there. A skeletonized body, so not like anything fresh, nothing stinky, anything like that, but definitely a skeleton, like half crushed by debris. And it's just incongruous that this would be beyond the door to a pristine tomb room. It's like causing your brain.
How big is the guard station?
It's probably couldn't fit all of you at once.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm trying to picture this. Is it like the inside of a shack, or is it like a modern one where there's like a room with like a desk and a partition?
It's kind of like a modern
like
security room,
what defines
except no modern accoutrements. Like there's nothing like a computer or anything like that. But it's looking like
okay, but there's like enchanted glass or something between the guards.
No, nothing like that. It's more like something that was positioned to look over something else or look between something else. But whatever that was, that wall is crushed and caved in, and it's no longer possible to tell what was there. But there's
Is this from a dead end?
Yes, it is currently. It appears to be a dead end. But you could tell that what this function was based on the crushed armor and weapons lying scattered around.
I'll step into the guard room and I'll ask Flex to join me to just in case anything pops up, and I will roll my investigation and check for traps and anything that might pop out at us. I got a 13.
All right. Like you look around and it's like definitely no traps in here. Looks like this place has been long abandoned. Like this body that's there, that's a really old body. A skeleton, much older than the ones you found out in the courtyard. But for some, like when you go move and touch, to touch, to examine, to look, like you definitely find another like piece of a body that you accidentally step on. Like not the body that's you see crushed underneath the rock that's in front of you that was mostly obvious, but probably like the hand bones of another body that was almost entirely crushed by rubble. Like you step on it and it crunches and turns to powder underneath your foot.
What do we need to roll to tell if these are dwarf bones?
Medicine check.
Okay.
What?
Maybe nature.
I'm sure I'm bad at both of those, so.
Can I do medicine?
Sure.
Well, actually, they're both the same.
And I do apologize if occasionally
Yeah.
to rambling weird descriptions. Sometimes my brain goes back and forth and I say things in backwards order. It's kind of distracting at times.
After I do my investigation, I'll leave the room in case anybody else needs to.
Yeah, Selmy, you're looking in there and it's like, oh yeah, these are definitely dwarves. Or at least the one you can see is definitely a dwarf.
That there's a dwarf.
All right, Bubbles will shuffle back so the nerds can look. Bubbles did want to know.
Oh, sorry. Ignore that. I clicked on the wrong button on a different tab.
So what are you doing?
Bubbles will back out so that, excuse me, so the nerds can look.
And they glance in, and you can see the Teresian's antennae just whirring rapidly, and you can hear in your heads saying, "This is most unexpected. I don't like the feeling here. It's reminding me of something." She kind of like turns around and looks back at the door towards the main hall.
All right, so we've gone as far down this path as we can. We need to go back to that main hub room, the first room.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Back in formation?
Yeah.
Do we shut the door behind us?
I wouldn't bother with it. Well,
Bubbles is last. She'll shut the door behind us.
yeah. Fair point. So back in the main room, the other path that we didn't take that's on the same floor, is it just a hallway or is there a door to it?
This is the door, that door that's like hanging partly off its hinge.
Okay, I'm just gonna take my time and do a little investigation of that area.
No, use your face. God.
It's like you go to to that door, and you definitely start smelling something musky beyond. But you don't see any traps on the floor.
Okay. I'm thinking this might be a good point to pause the game since it's like 8:30.
You don't want to go for another half hour. You guys want to rest and think about what's going to happen next.
I'm going to keep
Would be
exploring, but
appreciated, yeah.
it's only 6:30 here, so
I mean, I can keep going. I just didn't want to get.
That's up to you guys.
I didn't want to get caught in the middle of something and have to pause.
We can
Yeah, I'm
always
fine.
pause if another fight starts.
All right.
That's
Let's
up
go.
to you guys ultimately.
Let's go.
For another half hour.
yeah. To the
But I
funky
think I
room.
heard Zach say he wanted to go, right? Zach, did you want to go?
Oh, I did not say that.
Oh, I thought I heard you
That
say
might
that.
have been last week when you were really, really tired.
Yeah.
All right. I will
There's
go
a
into.
time echo
I
here.
will go. I will go first into the room.
What greets you beyond that door is not a room. It appears to be a winding underground space, which again is incongruous to what the. Basically, you look behind you, and you can definitely see stone and machined stone and everything that's done by hand and bricks formed. And now you're in a in an area that's definitely hewn out of earth and bits of rock and tunneled, and you're in what seems to be a winding crypt space
So
with.
gentronome.
Like the doors themselves are like portals or something? 'Cause I'm starting to wonder.
I think this adventurer just like slapped together all the creepiest like favorite highlights of his adventuring life into a castle.
That's what I think.
So what? He's into dead bodies?
You're hearing your heads
Yeah.
again. Yes, a very eccentric adventurer, from what I understand. And yes, you're seeing basically what appears to be a crypt with bodies, not like that fancy tomb that room that you were just in. No, this is a room where not quite Paris, not quite the understreets of Paris or anything like that, but more like a standard crypt where there are those like just bodies laying in alcoves, all skeletonized at this point.
Like
But
Morrowind?
maybe, but looking around, you could definitely pick up walking into the space and starting to move down the various what seems to be winding corridor. Of course, I'm taking it that you're currently keeping the door in sight. These definitely all appear to be dwarven-sized bodies, and are most likely dwarven bodies. And Tonka,
Man, this guy really hated dwarves.
from your readings and memories of Eldrick Darius, that guy was a human. He wasn't a dwarf.
He was just really attracted to dwarves.
Dead dwarves, specifically.
I'm gonna ask Tonka what his profession was, if she knows.
He was an adventurer.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but like, did he have a specialization? Like, did he dabble into things?
He
Yes,
might.
he was a pervert.
Okay, if we're gonna put it in D&D terms, he was probably an artificer. Would have been the best.
That doesn't have anything to do with dead bodies.
Yeah, that's better than necromancer. So
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just his fetish.
Just the artificer who really liked him some dead dwarves. Okay.
Now the only difficulty with this winding crypt is that you don't know how far it goes. The only note you can tell from certain is that it is windy. It is also fairly narrow, so that pretty much you could Flex can kind of squeeze through, and nobody can stand side by side.
So upstairs then?
Yeah,
do we go down through the creepy alcove, or do we go upstairs?
Do any of the skeletons have rings or other treasure-looking stuff on them? Or are they just bones?
Give me an investigation.
Okay.
You're not seeing anything fancy about them. You're just seeing bits of rusted armor, rusted sword.
Whoa!
Holy shit! How was that even possible?
Not even a natural one.
Wow.
Oh boy, that's somehow worse than a natural one. That's somehow worse, I think.
Bonus.
Especially since it's a double.
We're playing by Drew's rules. He not being next to dead.
I want to know the results of Tonka's investigation.
Taka isn't seeing anything right now, so possibly
he accidentally leaves gold behind.
Yeah. Tonka has a last-minute allergy attack.
Anyway, so you look around, and the bodies look like they were probably placed in their armor, and they have long since decayed. The armor has degraded. None of it is magical, and none of them appear to be wearing jewelry.
Then Bubbles is gonna check with Bug Lady, whose name I totally know.
Her name is Rack.
Thank you, Rack. I knew it was one syllable. She's gonna check with her, and unless she's really invested in this, she's gonna suggest that we don't get lost in this particular hell.
She seems to be in agreement. And
so you want to go back and go up the stairs?
Let's you guys back up.
Let's GTFO.
Tonka was just really creeped out, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe Tonka stepped on something and was like doing the ew, it went crunch dance.
I've never heard that. I know exactly.
Robot.
Yeah, robot.
Sorry, I was grabbing my jacket. I've never heard that phrase, but I know exactly what you were talking about.
Yep.
The ew crunch.
All right, so we're going back to the stairs. I'm gonna roll another investigation for the stairs.
All right.
What kind of stairs? Is it like a spiral staircase or?
It's a corkscrew staircase, so yeah, spiral.
What is it made out of?
It appears to be made out of sturdy stone.
Okay, that's way better than wood, given the age of this place.
Okay, well, I've got a dirty 20.
All right. You walk up the stairs and immediately come to a doorway. The door does not appear to be trapped or locked.
I will open the door.
Beyond is a lavish dining hall.
Uh-oh.
It looks like, much like with the tomb, it looks like somebody had just barely stepped away. There's even lights in this room. There are 3 torches and a roaring fire in a fireplace.
Is there food on the table?
Yes, there is.
Creepy.
That can't possibly be a trap.
Blank is going to go over and do a smell check on the
And
food
now we
to check
have
for
a
like
visual
poisons. Oh yeah, that is very helpful. Yeah,
Well,
going to
that couldn't possibly be a bad thing.
yeah. I'm going to go over and sniff the food and see if there's any what was it called? Any like obvious poisons or powders on them, and also surreptitiously steal any shiny silverware.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Okay. I'm not doing good tonight, am I? I'm a little punch drunk from the dying still, apparently.
Along the walls, as you guys are looking around, and Blank is just basically got his beak in a pie at the moment.
I am crawl table.
You look around and you see that the dining hall has various murals on the wall. One of them seems to be. Both of them appear to be like of religious significance. If anybody wishes to identify the various religious significance along the walls, please give me a religion check now.
I don't.
I know the
Wow.
religion of the pie.
Oh my God, Tongue!
Yeah, religion is lame.
Okay.
Somebody is also not there, but Bubbles definitely knows. Bubbles, you look around, and on one wall, you see what appears to be representations of the goddess of death. A skeletal figure with 4 arms.
Just keeps getting better.
Each palm, like, basically have showing a different afterlife. And on the opposite wall is the more depictions of the god of the dwarves, Hazarin, god of smithing and metals.
I got a 17 in religion.
And that's what
Man, this guy
what
really
you're
likes dead
noticing as well.
dwarves. This is like. I'm starting to think this guy's religion was dead dwarves. Is there?
Oh, it was more than religion.
Yeah, I know.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. Ugh.
Really, no one's going to. Yeah, screw you. My anime joke is funny.
I don't know anime.
I'm going to eat a roll.
JoJo references.
It tastes good. It tastes fresh. It does not taste like it's been sitting there for 200 years.
Yeah, Bubbles is gonna investigate the room.
Yeah, I want to investigate. Also, that's nice shiny suit of armor.
It's looks like it's more set up as a statue than specifically armor. More like a. This one is like dwarf side. It's like probably more like in the. Meant to represent something like an angel or a god messenger of Hazarin.
Is the helmet open though?
No, the helmet appears to be a part of whatever statue or it's a suit of armor, but it's really a statue. So no, the
Well-
helmet doesn't open. It seems to be fixed in place.
What's at the bottom left of the map?
Bottom left.
That's a torch. Oh, that's a fireplace.
That's a fireplace.
Okay. All right, just checking.
Yeah, it's a brightly glowing
Yeah.
fireplace with a nice flickery.
Is this
brightly
another
flickering
dead end, or
flame.
is there another door?
No, there is another
Well-
door across the way. I guess you guys
There's
can
Okay,
see
well,
the door.
Bubbles
There's
wants
doors
to-
on both ends. Yeah.
Oh, you can't see the door.
Okay.
It's cool.
I
Yeah,
see the doors,
yeah,
okay.
no, Bubbles is gonna investigate the room, like if there's any if it looks like there's okay, are the murals painted directly on the walls or are they framed?
They're painted directly on the walls.
Okay. Well, then she's just gonna walk a circuit and see if anything sticks out to her, and if not,
I'm doing the
then
same.
not.
It's just
It's like with your earlier religion rolls, and as you're walking around, you get the feeling that this place is meant to represent, good food, good comfort, and a reminder that one day we all die, sort of situation.
Wait, hold on. These are dwarves. Is there beer?
Yes. There. You look around.
yeah, Blank
and you
is going-
find beer mugs along the
yeah.
table.
Blank is going to take a beer mug and take a very deep draft.
It tastes cool and refreshing.
Okay. Blank's having a good time.
Bubbles,
He's got pie. There's shiny stuff to look at. There's beer. Blank is a simple soul.
Bubbles will ask the NPCs if they want to keep going to a different room.
Anybody hungry?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Focus seems very uninterested in
Brack
this room.
turns around and is looking at that and is already seeing that various characters eating, and it's as if she was
Bubbles
about to
is not
say
going near
don't
that.
touch any of that, and then it's already too late, and you can see her antenna drooping a bit, and you hear in your heads, we should investigate this with caution. This is definitely not right.
yeah, Sammy ain't touching shit.
Yeah, Bubbles is not eating anything.
Tell me, spellcasters,
That isn't
is
coming
there
out of
any
her
kind
past.
of spell in this room that could explain the fact that it's still brightly lit with fresh food?
If I do, can I do detect magic as a ritual?
Sure.
Without, so I don't burn the spell slot? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that then.
And while she's doing that, I'm going to take my time investigating that door.
Which door?
Just check it before we open it.
And what the hell,
You
since
have
we're all
tokens, you
waiting
can move
around,
on
Bubbles will
You
use
have
her
tokens
divine
you can
sense.
move around there, so I'm basically going by wherever your token is currently standing. All right, divine sense does not show any undead, any celestial, or fiend.
Okay, and the death painting doesn't get any creepier than it already was.
No.
All right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how
Just
creepy
a-
is this painting?
Of death? It's not actually. Basically, you see statues of her anytime you're anywhere near a cemetery or anything like that. Since it's it's usually a shrine or a temple to Quer, that takes care of funeral rites. So
It's
it's
more
of-
contextually creepy because this dude really liked dead dwarves. And he
there's
liked
that.
it enough to
Focus,
eat
really
looking at it.
detailed.
Yeah.
It would be like the equivalent of like a cemetery angel, in our world. They're creepy,
Yeah.
and they could be incredibly scary if you're a big Doctor Who fan. But for the most
They're
part,
also
it's
not-
more of a somber thing.
It's not
than
the
anything
average thing
scary.
to put in your dining hall, though. Like,
Well,
it's not a normal thing to look at while you eat.
It can be at times. It depends on the context. I mean, sometimes some people, like the worshippers who are planning to go to Valhalla, for example, might have Quer in their dining hall along with the gods of Valhalla. So
All right, I guess I won't religion shame, but I'm sure as hell gonna kink shame this dude because I don't trust it.
Wow, you're king.
But
Does
God
somebody
doesn't
detect
miss-
any magic?
Yes, I'm kink shaming someone when his kink is dead dwarfs.
no
Did
direct
they
magic.
consent?
No direct
They
magic.
can't consent, they're dead.
No direct magic in the room itself, but still, that feeling as if everything in this castle is surrounded by magic.
Okay.
Cotton, you do not discover any locks or traps on this door.
I'm gonna look behind the paintings to see if there's any hidden tunnels behind the paintings.
They're murals.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
Bubbles
mind.
already did that.
Okay, well, the door's good. Whenever we're ready to move on.
Has anyone checked if the statue has any, like, moving parts or whatever?
I did. I know the helmet does not move.
But that's just the helmet.
Yes, but as far as I know at this point, the statue does not have any moving parts as concerning the helmet, at least.
Fair enough. Bubbles is too bored to continue. She wants to go to the next room.
If we're all ready, I'll lead the way.
Yeah. Bubbles is starting to really hope that this guy is still alive in here somewhere so she can punch him.
Yeah. Random, but I want to. Are there any hints of vines in this place? Like the assassin
Did you say
vines or something?
vines? No.
Okay. Because Blank is still very nervous about those.
I think we're all on edge for vines.
Yes, but no one else here died because of the vines.
I got knocked out.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Blank was seeing visions of black and white faced angels coming to take him up to the silent heaven.
Yeah, Bubbles is more worried about running into a dude with a dead dwarf on his dick at this point. Just kind of forgot.
Bucka wonders which things have previously been used as dildos. It made her lose her appetite.
Fun fact, primates are one of the only species groups on the planet to not have a penile bone or baculum.
Yep, that is
Yes.
a very interesting fact, actually.
Yeah.
So are we moving
And
on to the next room?
humans are the only creatures with a chin.
Do dwarves
Oh,
have
yeah.
penis bones?
No,
Oh, God.
no.
Dwarves might have penis stones.
No, they don't, because canonically, for me, dwarves and elves and orcs and all of those sort of things are all under the heading of hominoids. So whatever a hominoid has, they have or don't have.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
have this
Well,
weird
I
fan theory
very
that like all
purposely-
the elves and dwarves and stuff and other things are come from like not eugenics programs basically.
Yeah, that
well,
was...
orcs do, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made a point of not checking pelvic bones to see if he has a preferred gender of his dwarf corpses. So yeah, if the NPCs are cool with it, then I think we all want to move on.
I opened the door.
And you see yourself looking into not a kitchen, but a pantry.
Is it full of dead dwarfs?
Let's see.
Is it full of fresh
Kitchen.
food?
Is it full of fresh dwarfs?
Hold on. I need to roll for that. Hold on.
Oh God!
Oh,
I hope it's the food part.
This pantry seems to be in rough shape. There are pools of water sitting on the floor, and you could even see bits of crate, like completely soggy at this point, and it smells horrible.
Is there another door?
He's got dwarven kimchi.
Ew.
I investigate.
All right. You start looking around. You might want to move your token a bit to see. I want to see where you're starting your investigations. Is anyone following Cotton in?
Bubbles will peer
Uh,
past him, but I'm assuming it's pretty small if it's a
Yeah.
pantry.
No, actually, it's a
Blank
pretty
is
big
going to
pantry.
Blank is going to follow Cotton in. Where did Cotton wander off to? I don't see your token.
This just went black. Is it supposed to?
It's a tiny map down towards the bottom.
And it's dark. Oh, that's right. Bubbles, you don't have dark vision. It's very dark in here.
I do have dark. I believe I have dark vision. I think that's something lizard folk
It's a very
have.
small map.
Um,
I had to zoom out to see the map.
Well, it doesn't say dark vision on my thing. Does that mean I don't have it?
Yeah, if it's not on your thing, you don't have it.
Yeah, the thing on the right.
Oh, nope, sorry, wrong one. Ignore that.
Yeah, the thing on the right. Yeah, okay, then I don't have it. It's the character for Queen's thing that has it.
I'll go over and send a light in.
Yeah, I was gonna
Alright.
say I have dancing lights. I can cast that.
I didn't want to go all the way into the room. I just wanted to go close
Okay.
enough to send some lights.
All right. Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
I can cast dancing lights in here.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll hang out with the scientist then. If she's gonna cast it.
Yeah, what the hell?
There you go. You should be able to see something now.
So is it? Yeah, is it supposed to be a weird shape, or is that because of the lights?
That's because of the lights. There are also barrels. Have some soaked barrels in the way. Bits of water, and what you can see is probably wine staining the floor.
What's the thing in the bottom right corner?
A crate a crate of moldy apples.
So yeah, Bubbles has. Okay, you give me control of the lights because the lights are. Shoot, this isn't working. It calls for 4, and
Yeah, I sprinkled at least 4 in there.
And the range is 120 feet. So I should be able.
Really?
Yeah, it's 120 feet, so I should be able to light up quite a bit of this.
Hold on, let me fix these then.
Wait, the light's coming off me rather than the things.
Yeah, it says 20 feet on each of these.
Well, yeah, dancing lights,
because it emits low light only from the looks of this. It's not set up.
It means you can send them away 120 feet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 4 torch-sized lights within range, making them appear as torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs that hover in the air, and you can send them up to 120 feet away from you.
It only sheds 10 feet of light. Instead of 20, but I'm still going with whatever was put on these lights originally, so you actually get an extra 20 feet of light onto that, but it's all dim, so they're still hard to see with.
Okay, well, the dynamic lighting thing is still reacting to like I'm carrying a torch instead of like the lights or the. Oh, there they go. Okay.
Well, I'm kind of standing to where I can see most of the room, and I got a 17 on my roll.
All right. Sorry, the lights were getting in the way.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. You look around, and it's like there doesn't appear to be any other way out of here, and it's like it's probably making your brain start to hurt a bit. Going, wait, how? Why is there only 2 rooms upstairs? This isn't even a kitchen. This is a friggin' pantry wine cellar looking thing that would usually be on a bottom floor or lower. Why is it upstairs? It's just one of those things that is starting to eke through. Cotton, can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I get a +1 for my cloak.
All right, so I'll put that as a 15. Yeah, it's as if something is niggling at your brain about this. Like the more you're investigating, the more you're looking around, the more it's starting to pile in, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
But yeah, you look around, you don't see anything trapped, you don't see any evidence of creatures, nothing magical, no doors, just rotting food in a really weird space.
Could there be a secret door?
That's a good question. If there is a secret door, you haven't found any. And speaking of doors, tell me the door next to you just sort of closes.
Oh no.
The
Uh-oh.
pantry door's still
no.
I'm
open.
gonna
but
scream for the other one. I'm gonna scream for the other guys.
Which one
And
is
I'm
the
just
one
gonna
next to
scream for
Selmy?
them
Is
in
that the
general. Be like,
pantry?
It's the only door there
Is-
is.
No, because Selmy's not in the pantry with us. So
Oh,
it
Yeah,
no,
what's
it's
she said
the
the door,
door
but
to the dining
It's the
room.
door next to the pantry,
Okay.
which is the door to the to the stairs.
oh, okay.
Do you four stay in the pantry or do you leave the pantry to follow the screams of Selmy?
I'll
Bubbles
leave the
leaves the
pantry.
fuck out of the pantry.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Blank?
Uh, nothing in here as well. I'm out too.
All right.
I'm just gonna tell them that you guys, I think you triggered something because this door just closed itself. Cotton, you need to take another look at it. I'm not
Yeah.
touching it.
We didn't do anything in there. We just walked in. We looked around. I will go look at that. I will roll an investigation on it.
Oh shit.
Oh, let me move my.
Oh fuck, we're all gonna die. So I said I left. Can I see the dining room map again, please? Oh,
We're
there
in
it
the
is.
dining-
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You're in there.
Yeah, sorry. Never mind. Sorry.
I
It had
think
scrolled
Chris
way
can only
down.
have one map active at a time.
Yeah. Sorry. I was scrolled down and it was all black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Never mind. Go on.
All right. Nothing
Holy
seems to have
shit.
nothing seems to have changed in this room other than the fact that the door seems to have closed by itself. And the door seems to be the same.
Can he open it?
Yeah.
The
Can I
door is
try to open
unlocked. Do you open the door?
Yeah.
You open the door, and instead of seeing the corridor you just came through a little while ago, you see what appears to be a sitting room, one that is half buried in rubble.
Fucking knew it.
Hey guys. Let me just make a little proclamation here.
We're never getting out?
No, we need to make sure we are always in the same room and never in different rooms.
Yep.
Yep.
And I think I'm going to end it here for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Awesome.
a good spot to end it.
That's a nice ominous cliffhanger.